Hello and welcome to the Amateur Football Channel with myself, Tabriz, the best grassroots centre-back you'll ever see play. Facts. Hope everyone is well. If you love grassroots football, if you love conversations about football, if you love to listen to ex-pros' journeys, my own journey, honestly, anything to do with grassroots all the way up to even the elite side of it, please click the notification bell, like and subscribe and share. Thank you guys for tuning in. This video is all about the London Cup, the vet side of it, sponsored by the Amateur Footballer. This is the third round. So what I'm looking to do, and again, I'm going to make this absolutely transparent. So there's one team or maybe a couple of teams that I've not included on this list, purely on the basis that I don't know these teams. I don't know either team. So it's just unfair for me to talk about that particular fixture. There's some teams on this list that I may not know, but I know the other team. So I'm, going to make my own honest, assessments and judgments, etc. So again, if you love Vets football, please like and subscribe. All right. So the London FA Vets Cup. So today's Friday. So the first ties are going to be played tomorrow on the 11th. And I believe there's one tie on the 8th of January. And there's one tie, West Fulham, who are the holders of the cup. I don't know who they're drawn against. And again, there's no dates as well. So I will literally check that. And if anyone out there knows more information, please pull it in the description. So the first game I'm going to be talking about is Herne Bay FC Vets versus Catford Wanderers Old Boys 2008. And this game will be played on the 8th of January 2022. All right, so what I know about either team. I don't know a lot about the Old Boys of Catford, but I know Catford are a well-established, well-run club with numerous teams. They have an open age team, and they've got two vets team. I believe I'd say the first team are in Division 2. Old Boys, I believe they're in Division 5. Please don't quote me on that, but again, I don't know a lot about Old Boys. Herne Bay. So this is kind of funny. So I don't know if you guys watch the show on a Sunday. But one of the panelists, Owen, that sometimes comes on, he plays for Herne Bay, and I've actually played against him, but I did actually realize it was him. This is a couple of seasons ago, and I think they were called something else at the time, but their team beat our team. I think it was 3-1 or so, or 3-1 or 3-2. So I know a little bit about them. Again, maybe personnel has changed. What I know for sure, because it's a home draw for Herne Bay, they are going to play on 4G. 4G is their surface. And, for a Vets team to be comfortable on 4G is a huge advantage. I think people, I think it's well known that 4G, if you don't know how to play on 4G, can really zap the energy from you, and you've got to really play the surface well. And I know even a lot of the teams that I've played for, 4G has just been our kind of kryptonite. We've really struggled on it. I've struggled on it as well. So I know that for sure. So that's going to be a big advantage to Herne Bay, and of course it's a home draw. So Catford would have to travel maybe up to an hour and a half to actually get around Herne Bay. So that's kind of one thing. I would say Herne Bay in their league, even though it's not the strongest of leagues, but they have players that can definitely hurt you. And I think with kind of Catford, they would have to really play, I'd say, the game of their lives, and literally have a little bit of luck as well to literally get through this tie. And again, it's going to come down to fitness. So, it's the first week. It's the first week back from Christmas. So literally everyone's going to be slightly sluggish. there's only going to be a few players that will probably look after themselves I'd say to a point for them to come back fresh and energized. So again, fitness is going to be the biggest thing. Predictions. I'm going to go for a Herne Bay win. I don't. Do I think it's going to be a big score? I think they'll probably win by either 2 or 3 goals. I think Catford will kind of definitely score a couple. But again, Catford would really have to play it out of their skin, and I think Herne Bay at home, they I think Herne Bay would really have to not turn up. And I think the biggest thing for like Herne Bay is to take Catford seriously. Yes, Catford are in a lower division, but you've got to come into a cup game very professional. So, I think with like Herne Bay, they've got to do everything right as if they're playing someone from their own division, and really kind of take it seriously. Because if you don't, then Catford will definitely hurt you. So yeah, I think that's the only thing I would say Herne Bay would have to approach it differently. Like they've got to take this team seriously. Like you don't get to the third round by fluking it. So they like do have something about them. But I would say Herne Bay to win by 2 or 3 clear goals. Let's go to Redbridge Vets versus Independent Vets. So this game is happening on the 11th of this month, tomorrow. And it's a away fixture for Independent. So again, for transparency, I play for Independent. And again, for transparency, there's a big possibility that I may not be there. You never know. But I mean, I think what it is, Redbridge knocked out Santos, who are in our division. I think that was Santos's first defeat, even though it was in the league, and I believe it went down to penalties. So Redbridge must be decent to actually take Santos to like penalties, because again we've like played them Santos, and we know exactly the type of threat Santos are. So again, it's kind of one thing that we have to be very, very wary of. It's away as well. I believe in Ilford. So we'll be traveling all the way deep from south to east. I think Ilford is in east. My geography isn't great. So like literally, it's I'm going to come down to preparation. I think preparation is going to be key for this one. Sometimes we like don't start off well. We sometimes start slow, and it's really important that we kind of are up and at it from the beginning, because again, Redbridge, I'm sure that they've done their homework. I'm sure that they know a little bit about us. We know a little bit about Redbridge. So it's going to be a very fiercely contested match. Something I can definitely say regarding Independent. So of course we played the Surrey Cup last week Sunday and lost. That was our first loss of the season, even though it's a cup. So it's vital that we kind of bounce back. And again, it's all about how you react to a defeat. And you don't want to possibly end the year with 2 defeats, even though that they're in the cup. But you want to have a good run in the cup. You want to make sure that the morale and the confidence is actually high. You don't want to second guess your teammates or even management. So putting in a good performance against Redbridge is vital, 100%. If I play, of course, I'll be focused as like always. Get there early, do like everything that I have to do to actually get like the job done. But yeah, so going to be a very, very tricky game for Independent. Score prediction. an independent win. I think it's going to be a very close affair. I think there's going to be 1 or 2 goals in it. I think it's going to be very, 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 very close. I think for independent, it's just making sure that we kind of get there in time. We prepare right. We can have we have the right mentality and the right focus against a very strong Redbridge side. As I've said before in the kind of previous chat, you don't get to the 3rd round by like fluking it. So yes, going to be a tough game. Of course, Redbridge like they're like home pitch. I'm guessing that there could be a bit of a crowd as well. I'm just guessing. And again, Redbridge will have a lot of confidence beating Santos, who are like in our division. So, but I'm going for an independent win, 100%. Let's go to the next game. Catford Wanderers 2008 versus Jamrock Vets. And this game is also taking place on the 11th of December. So Catford Wanderers, they're also in our league, Division 2. And I said from the get-go that I thought that they'll be one of the dark horses in this like division. They like started off slow, but like now they are now picking up results. And I think like the team is gelling really, really well. Jamrock, I believe they play in their home pitch in Chiswick, I believe. Independent have played one of their teams. Jamrock have a lot of teams, but I believe this is their first team. And again, I think the big advantage for Catford is that it's at their ground. So Jamrock would have to travel pretty far, and I know that they don't just by speaking to someone on socials. But hey, you know what? Again, this is going to be a very competitive game. I think Catford are in the semi-finals, I believe, in the League Cup. So they're doing well in all of the cup competitions, and they'll definitely want to continue that momentum into this game. They've got some dangerous players, definitely in like wide areas. If you kind of give them the opportunity to go 1-on-1, I'd say 8 times out of 10 they will actually beat you. So I think it's kind of very, very important that they kind of shut off. Well, as in Jamrock shut off those by like flow, definitely to the left and right, but also as well defensively, Catford are like strong as well. It's going to be very, very hard to actually break them down. Jamrock with, again, I can't talk too much because I've not seen the first team play, I believe, but they are one of like the best teams in a division, I believe. No, they are in the same division as West London. Yeah, West. Sorry, West Fulham. They are. I'm literally in the same division as West and Fulham. So yes, so literally those like two are the powerhouses in like their league, and West Fulham are the current champions. So there's like a kind of pool of ability around that area. I don't know nothing about Jamrock, so literally I cannot make so I can't make anything. Yeah, like I can't really talk about Jamrock too tough, but I know it's going to be a very competitive game. Very, very, very competitive. Jamrock, I believe, are in the either first or second. Catford, I believe, at 7th or 8th. Will that play into anyone's hands? Could be, because again, it's gonna really kind of come down to momentum and actually who actually wants it. With this game, I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be 1 goal in it, or it's gonna go down to penalties. And I have to go with Catford. If it's going to go down to like 1 goal, they are a kind of well-drilled team. Apologies, let me turn this off. very kind of well drilled team, home advantage as well. But again, Jamrock must have some, I'd say some definitely some like fire power to actually compete with West Fulham, and also as well, they're not gonna want to travel all the way to South just to make it the numbers. So they're going to be on it. They're going to be focused. They're going to be well drilled as well. So again, I really think this is going to be one goal in it, but the goal's going to, I believe, go to Catford. Of course, I've kind of spoken about West Fulham's game. I don't know who they're playing. So again, I can't really comment on that one. But let's go to, for me, the tie of the round. The Charcoal versus LSU A. Both teams play in Division One, and again, both teams have crazy ability. They kind of both know exactly what they want from the season, from this cup. We have two managers who are very passionate, very focused, very aggressive as well. And like, I say aggressive in a most respectful way. They, you know, um, they kind of demand a lot from their teams. So they've played twice already. Chaco, so they played twice in the league. Chaco won the first game, and the second game was a draw. And at the present moment, Charcoal, I believe, are top of the league. LSU A are third or fourth, probably. I think they're probably more closer to fourth, or or so. But again, this is a game that I say neither team really want to lose. LSU A, they've lost a few in the league, so you know winning the league could be a little bit out of their reach. So having a really good cup run and actually winning it will literally keep I'd say the momentum and the motivation of some of their players. With Charcoal, they are in all of the cups. I don't think. I think they forfeited the league. So sorry, the League Cup. But again, they're top of the league. They are unbeaten. They're in the Beckenham Cup as well, and we are playing them in the Beckenham Cup next year. And they've kind of come onto the scene. This is their second season, and again, it's a team that you've just got to be very wary of. I can say, in terms of danger players, of course, JB, Jonesy, Scannell, if he kind of plays for LSU A. Again, that was a huge move. So like if he's available to actually play, so again, LSU A will literally have some danger players. For like Charcoal, they've got a striker up front that used to play for Wombells, who's unbelievable. They have a midfielder, I think his name's Chris, who's really good at the ball. And if you kind of give him the respect, he will actually dictate the play 100%. And their captain at the back, their like centre back, is easily one of like the best centre backs around. Definitely top three. But of course, I'm a lot higher. But no, yeah, like the captain just reads the game. He, he's the person that literally kind of respectfully orders the team around, and they literally almost kind of sing to his hymn sheet. And he's an organizer, he's a leader, and a really good player. So where this game is going to be won or lost, I think it's going to be, personally, it's going to be the fullbacks. Funny enough, I think it's going to be the fullbacks. The reason I say that, I think everywhere else, it's going to be a great matchup. And again, it's going to come down to those, to those marginal decisions. But I think the fullbacks You know, if they are focused, if they can get up and down and literally create that overlap and run and to actually create opportunities to actually get the ball into the box, I think goals are going to really kind of come from the wide areas, crosses. It's not going to be, you know, straight down the middle. I really believe it's going to come from wide areas. So any of the fullbacks that can get up and down and literally get those crosses into the box, I believe that's literally where the game's going to be won. Also, as well, regarding the crowd, I believe, well, not believe, yeah, I like believe that they're going to have a crowd at Charcoal. So the LSU fullbacks, especially, they've got to be focused and they've like got to be ready for like the banter. They've got to be ready for jeering. They've got to be ready for cheering. They've got to be ready for shouting. They can't react to whatever's going on the sideline, because if you do, then you're not focused on the game. And you know, it's very important for LSU to be totally focused on the game rather than what's going on off the pitch. In terms of a winner, gosh, I mean, you know what? Hey, like, it's at home, it's at Charcoal. I've like said on numerous occasions that, you know, I thought LSU would actually win the league. Can't really change my mind now, even though it looks unlikely. But in this competition, Charcoal got to the final in their you know, in their kind of debut season. They're at home as well. You would slightly favor, you know, you would say Charcoal would be favorites, slight favorites. I again believe it's going to be 1 or 2 goals. It's going to be very, very, very tight. Um, do I believe who scores first is going to win? You know what? Yeah, I think whoever scores first in this game, I believe is going to win the tie. Because again, it's all about momentum and like both teams know how to shut up shop. I would also say that in this game, especially because for like me anyway, it's the kind of biggest game of the round. You like need the biggest referee as well around to actually referee this game. Um, you know, you've got to be focused and strong in these games. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that the officials have been weak, but like you've got to be very strong minded. And I'm sure, I'm just gonna put it out there, I'm sure both teams would also pay for um um you know, lines people or fourth officials to actually do the line. So yeah, but I would also say that's, yeah, I'd say Charcoal would be slight favorites, but I think whoever scores first will actually win that tie. Okay, so that is all done. Again, thank you guys for watching. This is like been like the third round of the Vets preview. And I kind of wish all like teams good luck. And I think most importantly, just make sure that, you know, everyone comes out of the game healthy as well. I think, you know, that's the kind of main thing. Everyone's got work either on Sunday or Monday. But again, you know, this kind of London Cup for like Vets is kind of lively, is is getting more livelier each round. And again, you know, it's going to be very, very kind of hard to actually pick a winner. Again, you know, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But again, wishing like everyone good luck. And Redbridge, I will see you tomorrow. And I'll see you guys on Sunday with John Salako, who's literally going to be part of the show, which I'm really, really excited about. I wonder if I've got him there yet. I've got John Salako on the show on Sunday, and also David Gregory, who's going to be talking about how to make and invest any money that you have as a grassroots player as well. So like something tangible for like people out there. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Tabriz, The best grassroots centre back you will ever lay your eyes on. Facts. I'll see you guys on Sunday.